Hello friends, Those Back Pages here. I hope you're well and safe. Keep your neighbors, your loved ones, your friends, your family safe in these trying times. Happy St. Patrick's Day for those that celebrate. It's March 17th, 2020. And anyone paying any attention to anything knows we've got a lot going on. A lot that doesn't really involve the hobby too much. Or then again, I guess you could say it does. Things seem to be slowing down. I know for myself, purchases have been slowing down. But it is going to be quite interesting and probably a good quote-unquote buying time in the months ahead. But tonight, I wanted to talk about some stuff. I want you to tell me, some of your favorite cards. Just the other day, I looked through this box of slabs and really enjoyed it. Hadn't looked through them in a while. As I've said before, and others have also said before, and I'll probably say again and again, as collectors, it's very easy for us to have eyes front marching forward. What's next on our want list? What are we hunting for? When we do not take enough time to look back and see what we've already accomplished, or picked up, or collected, or hunted, or however you want to phrase it. So you see there on your right is my favorite Roberto Clemente card. The image is fantastic. It is from 1971 Topps. It's just a great looking card. This copy is well centered left to right. Top to bottom could be better. It shows a lot of love. And for you modern guys, this is what the 2020 Heritage is modeled after. There are actually quite a few. If you look at Trout's card in the set, the image reminds me a lot of this. And then the Freddie Freeman reminds me of a left-handed version of that. Proud to have that in my collection, as this card happens to be a high number. You know how that rolls. So let's go ahead and take a look at some cards, some slabs. This stuff is from, this will all be of one of my favorite players as a kid. And that would be none other than George Brett. Yeah, and we're going to go 90s here, early 90s. The days really before the Super Mojo, Wawa type of Mojo hit. Gotta have it. High-end, low-numbered, signed, inked, material in it, and all that pizzazz. Back to a simpler time that some people like to call the junk wax era. Some people like to say we're currently in a new junk wax era, and when these boxes that are out now are $10, get back to me. I would like to buy some. But I don't think we'll be seeing any Prism boxes for $10. Take that for what it's worth. So first up, we have a 1990 Donruss AL Best George Brett in fantastic royal blue. In the raw form, this card is it's not rare altogether. It's not very difficult to find. I featured the NL. I picked up the NL set a few months back, I think it was. I don't remember exactly what I covered it in. I picked that up from the Dead Mall for $3. This is the best of the National League. So that you can see, it doesn't have nearly the store power that the American League set, including Ken Griffey Jr. So the 90s, the AL is a little tough to find. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked it up in a while, but I mean, the back is totally different. But I've always liked this because of team colors and the border matches. All right, let's see. Let's get a little organized and not make so much noise. These are a little bit out of order, but you'll get over it. All right, 90. One of my personal fave. I like a lot of these, but 1991 Topps. Nice photograph on that. Of course, 91 Topps is the last year that Topps made paper stock using the old school paper stock. In 1992, they moved on to the whitewash, remove the wax, and remove gum from packs. And here's the 92. See, it's got a nice bright paper stock. It's a little higher quality. They introduced the gold and the gold winner. I've gone over that before. Probably this is a nice brain massage for those of you that were around back then and left a while and came back. This is the parallel. This was a 1 per pack insert in the 94 EUD all-time set. Self-submitted that my own. This is a set that is absolutely gorgeous, 93 SP, and this set is forever tied together with the Jeter from this set, his rookie, which is not particularly attractive, and it's, what the Jeter looks like, and it kind of people tend to forget how great the photography in this set actually is, other than Tony Gwynn. Here's another. This is a 1993 micro prism with an S. Back when cracked ice was Topps. This tiny little card. Can't imagine having that loose. I mean, look. Gotta get it all the way up to the camera. So it's super shiny. Speaking of super shiny, here's a 1993 Pacific. It's in Espanol. It's quite shiny, quite nice looking. Next up is from 1993 Omaha Royals team set. This team set was gifted to me by a friend, and I went ahead and had this one graded back in the day. Came back an 8. I think it was, at the time, it was the only one that was graded. And then in 1992, Upper Deck put out an All-Star Game Fan Fest set, and then I think it was 1 in 30 sets were gold, so the lettering is in gold and the bottom trim is in gold. The basic set is in silver. This I did grade myself, so not that easy, especially back in the day. 91 Bowman. Kind of an in-between paper stock. And then, of course, what 92 Bowman looks like. It's in here somewhere. And then those ever-present classic sets from the late 80s and the early 90s. Popular. And then, of course, everyone's second favorite set for 1991 would be the Donruss set. This was the last year that Donruss used traditional cardstock. And of course, these are well known for 1991 Donruss Elite, which I'm fortunate enough to own two of. And this was one I submitted myself, or this one, I don't remember. These are numbered on the back to 10,000, which in 1991 was very rare. I would think the odds were never, they didn't do odds things back, the odds never posted, but I want to say probably 1 in 20 or 30 cases, 20 box cases back in the day. Just an amazing, I love this card. Obviously, I'm able to have two of them. And then, of course, everyone's favorite P set, 91 Fleer. 91 Leaf. The follow-up to 90. Here's a nice food issue. Mootown Snackers, 1991. Shout out to Dave, Blue Jacket 66. There's a 91 O-Pee-Chee, pretty much the same, except it says on the bottom O-Pee-Chee. Down there at the bottom. Cardstock is brighter than the tops as well. Here's a, this is a set I recommend for shits and giggles to go back and pick up a box. The 91 O-Pee-Chee Premier baseball set, which they still might be printing today. But I would think a box would be $10 maybe. $5-10. Beautiful photography in this set. Highly recommend that. Then we've got 91 Score highlights, and this was the factory set exclusive Cooperstown collection. Pick those up. Pick up a set. Enjoy yourself. 91 Stadium. Normally I would say go ahead and rip a box of these, but it's probably going to be bricked at this point. Boxes are $8 to $10, but very big fear of having them all be stuck together when you open the packs, just because of the super gloss. Here's another set. This is a card I submitted myself. This is a 48 pack box back in the day. Studio. It's a little glossy. It's not too glossy, so I would definitely, the back is not glossy. But if you're into the candid portrait shots, 48 packs, 10 cards a pack, $10, maybe 15. Go knock yourself out. Then we've got a couple 91 Topps Tiffany's and a Desert Shield. Very important card. Of course, 91 Ultra. Can't go wrong ripping a box of that and enjoying yourself. 91 Upper Deck. Of course, 92 Bowman. Just a fantastic, historical set. Don't need to say much more about that set. Here's a set that I've been thinking a lot about lately, and it's a very underrated product in my opinion, and that's the 92 Donruss set. Again, there's no value here, but you know, it has tamper proof. It says Dun. You can't really pick it up on the camera, but it says Donruss in like holographic, you know, because back then you never knew. But again, this is the first year that Donruss used high quality cardstock for their flagship line. And I don't own any 92 Elites. I'm working on that, but can't recommend, you know, I think a box is probably going to be about $18 to $20 for a 36 count box. You have an outside shot, very small, but shot nonetheless, of pulling a Cal Ripken autograph and possibly a Yount. I might be off by a year on Yount, I'm not sure, but the 92 was also the year that, no, this is, it's a little bit better cardstock than the 91. It's more of a, the packs are much better, more cellophane. In these boxes, you can get a Clemens autograph. 92 Leaf. Speaking of St. Patty's Day. Here's a 92 Mootown Snackers. And of course, 92 O-Pee-Chee Premier. Again, get a box of that, $5, enjoy yourself. 92 Pinnacle was a breakthrough release at the time. It is a little glossy, so these might not have fared so well now if you open them now. 92 Triple Play was the one of the original Leave It for the Kids sets. Here's another 92 Pinnacle Idols subset within the set with Boggs and Brett. Of course, 92 Score. By the way, oh no, not on that Score. Too many statistics, but Score was very good at having bios on the back, like paragraphs of words. Here's the 92 Stadium. The members only. 3000 Hit Club. '92 Studio. No progress on the set design. 92 O-Pee-Chee. Same as the top. There's O-Pee-Chee. Here's a great set. Just you need to buy yourself a box of this 92 Ultra and just rip it. I don't know if it's not too glossy, so I don't know if these are gonna be bricked or not, but I think you can get in a 92 Ultra box probably for like $10-15, you know, and just enjoy yourself. 93 Bowman. And of course then 93 saw the introduction of some higher end stuff. Finest. Still don't have the refractor of this, but can't have everything, guys. Goals. And then one of the most beautiful sets of the early 90s would be the 93 Flair. This is just a fantastically made card. I don't think these are super glossy, but I don't think they bricked. And again, this box is real cheap. I mean, there's nothing high dollar or hit wise. There's some Wave of the Future inserts, but I mean, it's heavy gloss, and it's just a gorgeous looking baseball card set. And at the time, they were quite expensive, and the boxes are actually look like little cigarette bags. Cannot recommend that enough. 93 Fleer Tribute, Diamond Tribute from the, I think this was in the update set. Nice little King B. Food issue. 93 Leaf. Beautiful cards. But I'm pretty sure these bricked. It's got a hologram on the back. Kansas City skyline. 93 Leaf headed for the hall insert. '93 O-Pee-Chee regular baseball, which this was the first year that O-Pee-Chee went, to quote Fleetwood Mac, go your own way. They totally changed the design from Topps. Of course, '93 Pinnacle with then and now insert from '73 and '92. '93 Score, '93 Score 3000 Hit Club. Here's another great one, '93 Select. Oh, the Dufex. Love some Dufex. This is where, they brought Dufex into the fold. Just a beautiful card. '93 Stadium Club. Studio. And then, of course, Studio Heritage insert from back in the day. '93 Topps. '93 Topps Colorado Rockies stamp. Only thing different is the stamp and the price. A micro. '93. Of course, '93 Ultra. Can never get enough Ultra. '93 Upper Deck. Super glossy. These do brick in the set, in the packs. Gotta be careful. There's also a rare factor set gold hologram version, which is roughly one factory set per factory set case. This was a great card. Then and now Upper Deck version, just a fantastic shine. Doesn't really show up too well on the camera, but that's just a fantastic card. Upper Deck inserts on deck. The 3000 Hit Club, Yount and Brett. Season highlights. Just super shine on these. '94 Collector's Choice. So Upper Deck enter the 4 kids market, $1 a pack. Everybody back then loved Collector's Choice, especially NBA. This was a nice card. '94 Donruss Career Salute. Got his complete career stats on the back there. Of course, in '94 they had to do a 10th anniversary. It's an insert of the celebrating the '84 Donruss set. This is a tough card to get. This is the second year. They did them in '93, but I never did get the Brett. This is the first day issue, which was one of the early chase. It was generally you got one first day issue per box, and it, pretty much the whole set was included. So to get your player or star player was very difficult, and it does leave an impression on the back. Can't really tell on the camera, but it's there. Let's see, 90. Oh, I did skip one. From the QVC era is the Donruss Dominators. Not quite as nice as the Elite. Numbered to 5,000 instead of 10,000, but the demand is not even half of the... It's a nice card, don't get me wrong, it looks great. It is super shiny, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Donruss Elites, in my opinion. And then we've got here? 4 left. We've got 3 left. because I have a dupe of that. This is the 94 base card. They had a pre-production. Can't remember what these were in. These might have been in the 93 Topps set. 92 Topps factory set. I don't remember exactly. Getting old. And the Topps gold, which, you know, the lettering is in gold, and the up here the logo, Topps logo, is in gold. So yeah, I had a good time looking at this box the other day. Figured, you know, you guys would too enjoy it. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you saw some cards you hadn't seen before. And yeah, so in these trying times, you know, if the hobby budget takes a hit, go ahead and take a gander through your old stuff, through the stuff you've already collected over the years, the stuff you enjoy, you know, and continue to enjoy. So it's important to keep your head up in these tough times. Look out for each other. Think about each other. Talk to each other. Ask how you're doing, and whatnot. You know, as more and more, actually it was tonight, it was announced that by Steve Sloan, he sent out a tweet that PSA is now closed for the foreseeable future until at least March 31st. And then at this point, I'd be shocked if they were open again by March in 2 weeks. Slowly but surely, the world is closing, quite literally. Crazy times, you know, insane times, Dykstra, you know. So that's, you know, let's wrap it up there. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you learned something. If you sticked around this long, I really appreciate it. And please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. And always, as always, remember to be kind.